Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to another meditation session here with us. This is Sahaja Yoga Meditation, and welcome to everyone joining us via Zoom or via We Meditate the stream or via Facebook. Really nice that you could all make it here tonight. Have this session to go deeper within yourself. If it's the first time that you're joining us, that's great. Welcome. I hope this session will bring you something new, something, some new kind of experience. The most important thing is just to keep your mind open, your heart open, and just see where this session will take you. For those who have joined us before, as you know, each session we have a meditation with a slightly different focus. And this evening we will go a little bit more deep into the topic of self-awareness. So let me start with an overall introduction of Sahaja Yoga meditation, and that cannot be done before first introducing the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation, which is Srimati Nirmala Devi, who you can see here on the picture. And she has developed this technique of self-realization, the technique to achieve our self-realization. And what that means is, I think, more deep and elaborate than I can just explain in a few words, but we hopefully can try to achieve it in the meditation itself. So Srimati has developed a method for all of us to connect to an inner power, an inner potential that everyone has within themselves, which can be called as Kundalini. This is a mothering, nurturing energy that everyone has within themselves, and it's the same power that makes the world go round, and this is also the power of the universe reflected within us. Now this energy called as the Kundalini is in a dormant state, and when our attention is only on the outside, we are not able to connect with this energy. But with our pure desire, with our pure intention, and with the guidance of someone who already has this awakening of the Kundalini, we're able to connect with it. And when it does, this Kundalini energy, this mothering Kundalini energy, can rise through our energy centers all the way to the top of our head, and finally bringing our attention above our head, beyond the mind, beyond the conditionings, the attachments, the ideas and expectations of our body and of our daily life. And that is the place where true meditation takes place. So when the Kundalini rises, she's able to make a gap between the thoughts, and in that gap is where we can connect to our true self. And that's also the place where we start to become aware of who we really are, and we start becoming aware of these energy centers that we have inside. And it's a whole world to discover. It's a discovery of the self. And when this Kundalini awakens, we are sometimes able to feel it also physically in our hand as a cool breeze, as a manifestation of this energy. It also brings us a lot of peace, silence. There's many benefits that you can associate with meditation, but the most important thing is your own experience. So like everything else, you'll just have to practice it, and maybe in the beginning it might happen that you still get a lot of thoughts, which is very normal, but the more you get connected to this energy inside of yourself, the more easily it will be to get into this state of meditation, which is also called thoughtless awareness. So let's go a little bit deeper into what it actually means to be self-aware. Is it just looking into a mirror and seeing how we look, that we are aware of how we look, that we are aware of what we like, what kind of food we like, what kind of music we like, or is it something deeper? So in Sahaja Yoga, when you reach your self-realization, when you get unified with your true self, that is when you actually become aware of the self. And what is the self? The self is a pure reflection of the energy all around us within. So the energy of the universe, or however you may call it, of nature, reflected in each and every human being, which we call as the spirit, the pure spirit. And when this Kundalini brings us beyond our mind, we are actually able to go beyond the identifications that we have with our name, our nationality, maybe our role in society, our job, and we actually can feel this unity with this pure self inside of us. And the more we meditate, the more this awareness increases, and the less we become identified with all these outwardly external ideas and things, and we are able to really get unified with our true self. Now, this sounds maybe quite big, so the most important thing, as I said again, is just have patience with yourself, and for now just focus on having a true desire to achieve this depth within you. And I think another important aspect of self-awareness is knowing what these energy centers inside of us mean. Of course, everyone nowadays knows about chakras. It's become a very common word. So these energy centers within us have these specific qualities that are innate. And when we start to discover more and more through meditation and through Sahaja yoga techniques how these energy centers affect us, not only physically but also emotionally, subtly, spiritually, how they affect us and how we can become master of ourselves, how we can become master of our thoughts, our feelings and our emotions. And this new knowledge, this knowledge of the spirit, this knowledge of the energy centers, of what everything means, that is a big part of becoming self-aware. Now, we will not go too much into depth now about what each chakra, each energy centers means, but just what is interesting to know already beforehand is that all these energy centers are connected to the fingertips, because all these chakras are on a physical level represented as the nerve plexuses, and all these nerves are physically connected to our fingers. So when we are meditating, Antonio is going to lead us through it in just a second. You might be able to feel subtle energies going in your hand, and that just means that there's something going on in that chakra. And that is the beginning of starting this awareness of yourself, of your chakras, of your subtle system. And it's a whole journey. But for now, let's just calm down, be open for a new experience of meditation where we can hopefully get a glimpse of what it means to feel our true self. So, without further ado, by the way, this is Antonio and my name is Nilam. And we are streaming to you from Amsterdam.
Hello everyone. As Nilam said, I'm Antonio and she's Nilam. And like Nilam said as well, a lot of it, actually most of this is based on your own experience. So we can tell you many things, but until you don't do it and try it for yourself and feel it for yourself, words fall short. So having said that, let's go into the meditation. We will begin by doing the self-realization exercise, which is the first exercise we always do to awaken this motherly energy that we call Kundalini. And it's a very simple exercise. There's a few steps, and most of it will consist on putting our right hand on certain parts of our body and saying some affirmations. So we will begin by putting our right hand on our heart. Then we will lower it to our upper abdomen, always on the left hand side. Then lower abdomen, and then we will go back up to the upper abdomen, heart, left side of the neck, forehead, and then finally at the end of this exercise we put the center of our palm with the center of our head on the top, and then we rotate in a clockwise manner. Now it will happen a bit more slowly, and I will say some affirmations or questions that you can say for yourself inside. And before we start, the most important thing is that you desire to connect with yourself and to feel this experience and to grow spiritually and as a person. So make sure that you're in a calm place you are not worried about what you just had for dinner or what you're about to have for dinner, just relax for a second, take these 10 minutes, and this is for you. So we can put our hands on our lap, open like this, and we can close our eyes. And let's begin by taking a deep breath. We can take a couple of deep breaths, and whenever we breathe out, we can relax our shoulders, make sure that our body is relaxed but alert at the same time. It's ideal that we don't just slouch or lay down on a couch, but it's better to sit in a more alert position, but also comfortable. So we can breathe in, hold our breath for a few seconds, and breathe out. And again, the most important moment is this moment. So allow yourself to just settle down in this moment. Now we can put our right hand on the heart. And here we can ask ourselves, who am I? Who am I really? Am I my body, my thoughts? Am I my emotions? Who am I? Now we can lower our right hand to the upper abdomen on the left hand side. Here we can ask, am I my own master? Am I my own guru? Am I in control? Am I my own master? We can now lower our hand to the lower part of our abdomen on the left hand side. And here we're going to address this Kundalini energy within us, which is like a mother. We can say, Mother Kundalini, please let me truly know myself. Mother Kundalini, please may I truly know myself. Please may I have this pure knowledge of who I am. Mother Kundalini, please, may I know myself. Now we can bring back our right hand to the upper abdomen. And this time we're going to affirm, I am my own master. I am my own guru. I am not controlled by my thoughts or my emotions. I am my own master. I am my own master. Now we can raise our hand to our heart again. And inside we can affirm, I am the spirit. I am the pure spirit. I am more than just my thoughts, or just my emotions, or my body. I am much more than that. And my true self goes way deeper than that. And this true self is the spirit. So we can say, I am the spirit. Now let's bring our right hand to the left side of the neck, and we can even tilt our head a little bit to the right, just to make some more space. And this is a point that we need to clear out, because a lot of guilt is accumulated here. And this feeling of guilt doesn't allow us to grow, doesn't allow this Kundalini energy to pass through. So to unblock this chakra, we can say, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Whatever wrong I may have done, it's in the past, and I can learn from it. But feeling guilty is not going to help me in any way. I am not guilty. Let's once again just take a deep breath, and when we breathe out, let's relax our shoulders. I am not guilty. Now we will put our right hand on our forehead. And again, this is a point that gets blocked when we don't forgive, when we hold grudges against people. So inside we can say, I forgive. I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. And you don't need to think about any situation, but just simply forgive. I forgive. If you have this desire for your Kundalini to grow, to rise, and you really need to forgive. So sincerely, just say, I forgive. And finally, let's put our right hand on top of our head. And like I said before, just with the center, you can massage in a circular motion. So press down a little bit, and you can rotate the skin on your fontanelle bone area. And slowly you can allow your attention to settle in this point. And once again, we're going to address this motherly energy. To say, Mother, please, may I have my self-realization. Please, may I have my self-realization. We can raise our hand a few centimeters above our head and see if we can feel anything on our hand. It may be cool, there may be hot, maybe tingling. Just simply observe your feeling without judging it too much. And you can put your hand down And let's stay for a moment with our attention on this point, beyond your mind, beyond your body. And if you realize that you are caught in a thought, just tell your thoughts, not now, not this, and bring back your attention to the top of your head. For a second, let's pay attention to what we feel in our hands. Let's make sure that we keep them open on our lap. See if there's any difference between your left or your right, between specific fingers. Now we're going to bring our attention to another point. So up until now we've worked on the left side of our body, but now we're going to focus on the right side. We're just going to put our left hand on our lower abdomen, this time on the right side. And this is around the area of our liver. And when our liver heats up too much, it feeds our brain and we start to overthink. And also when it heats up too much, our attention goes everywhere and is unable to focus on one thing. Now if we want to have a true awareness of ourselves, we need to settle down our attention and allow it to grow deeper and not be just distracted by anything. So inside, let's just ask this Kundalini energy, Mother Kundalini, please cool down my liver. Mother Kundalini, please settle down my attention. Please settle down my attention. Please may I have a pure attention, pure awareness. Mother Kundalini, please settle down my attention. And once again, let's bring our right hand to the top of our head. Let's stay for a few moments more in this state. And once again, if you feel any thought coming, just say, not this, not this. And if you feel there's any gap where you have no thoughts, just focus on this gap. And slowly it can become a bigger gap. And you can spend more time in thoughtless awareness. And very slowly you can open your eyes and how was the meditation? If you have any questions or you felt something in your hands and you don't know, please ask these questions or let us know, and we will be very happy to answer.
Thank you, Antonio, for this lovely, lovely meditation and amazing music. For some people it can help a lot, including for myself, to listen to some meditative music, to kind of get into that state of thoughtlessness, especially when it's live. But I hope you had a nice experience. Some of you might have been able to feel more calm, more peaceful. Maybe you have been able to feel this energy on your hands and your fingertips, maybe on top of your head. In the end, as I said, it's all about practice. So the more you meditate, the more you get in touch with this Kundalini, the stronger your experience will be, the more depth you will feel in your meditation. And if I can just, say one thing, is that please give this a chance. Try to meditate each day, every morning if possible. There's various guided meditations on WeMeditate.com. And the most important thing, apart from these affirmations, is just to really, at the point when you reach the top of your head, to allow yourself and allow your attention to dissolve in that place. as I already mentioned before, and Antonio mentioned, the most important thing is that you really want it. You have an open heart, an open mind about it, and see where it takes you. And I saw there was some questions or comments in the Zoom.
It was mostly thank yous.
Okay. And please also feel free, if you do have any questions about what's happening, let us know in the chat.
My left pinky was tingling during the first few minutes. I noticed also that my hand was tingling when I raised it above my head.
Yes.
Left pinky.
Okay, so now we will just go ahead and answer some of the questions. So, wait, can you?
Yes, I need to. So.
Okay, so the left pinky was tingling during the first few minutes. I noticed also that my hand was tingling when I raised it above my head. Exactly. So this is great. It's really beautiful that you're able to start to feel these sensations in your hands. And what's actually happening is that this Kundalini inside of you has awakened and is already working on your chakras, on your energy centers. And as I said, all these chakras are connected to your fingers. And all these chakras have their specific qualities. So probably there's something in the left pinky which is associated to your left heart that maybe you or the Kundalini has to pay a bit more attention to. So if it's tingling or if it's warm, it means that there's some kind of blockage that is being cleared out, or that is your Kundalini is working on that chakra, which is great. If you feel cool breeze, or also cool in your head, it means that this energy is flowing effortlessly. But especially in the beginning, you'll find that you'll feel a lot of tingling and heat because it's the first times that your Kundalini is awakened. But in this very nurturing and loving way, she's already taking care of your chakras. Maybe just a little specific, the left pinky is the left heart, so that can have a lot to do with love, loving others, loving yourself. It can have something to do with being identified with your spirit. So not identified with your ego, but the quality of the left heart is really the quality of the spirit. So of this peace and truth inside of yourself, which is the spirit. And us becoming aware of that, us connecting to that spirit. So maybe your Kundalini is working on that chakra a little bit more. But that's great that you feel it, and please also on the website there is a very handy chakra chart with all the chakras, and then per finger you can exactly see what it could indicate.
We have another question. Thank you, Nila. Mm-hmm. We have another question that says, wait a minute. Please elaborate more about removing thoughts and widening the gap techniques. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say try to do this every day. If you can find 5 to 10 minutes in the morning and 5 to 10 minutes in the night, ideally twice a day, in the morning to start the day in a more peaceful manner, in the night to settle down after a long and possibly hard day. So yeah, it comes with practice and with this desire to achieve this state of thoughtless awareness. And there's some techniques, of course. In the We Meditate website you can find one, for example, which is called foot soaking, and which consists of putting your feet in water with salt, and in that way kind of allowing the water to just absorb all heaviness you have accumulated throughout the day. And once you kind of get rid of this heaviness, it's easier to feel lighter and to achieve this state where you don't have thoughts, you're beyond your thoughts. So that's one technique, for example. There's other cleansing techniques, which we also explain in the Sahaja course, which is, I don't know when is it starting?
I'm not sure.
But at some point it's starting, and it's free for everyone. So feel free, we will let you know about when that starts. But otherwise, foot soaking and regularity is always a good idea.
Yeah, and also when you're meditating and you put your attention at the top of your head, if you notice that you get a lot of thoughts, what can help is you put your hand in front of you, starting at the base of the spine, and with your eyes closed, you can bring your attention and accompany the Kundalini all the way to the top of your head. And when again you put your hand, you press down, and you can rotate your hand in a clockwise manner, and then just try to settle your attention at that place. If you see that you have a lot of thoughts, you can also, what also might work inside of yourself, to say not this, or I forgive this thought, and just let it go. Just surrender it. It's actually a spontaneous, effortless process. Sahaja literally means spontaneous. So the one thing that you have to do in order to achieve this is to surrender and allow the spontaneous process to work out. Allow this Kundalini to take care of you. We're very used to having to do things to achieve stuff. But for this, we actually have to let go.
Mm-hmm. There's another question, another experience. When I put my hand on my liver, I felt a really hot burning sensation throughout my whole body, which lasted for a short time. Then I slowly returned to my normal body heat. Is this a good or a bad thing?
I mean, it's not a bad thing. it's a good thing, because it means that something is working out in your liver. And as Antonio mentioned in the meditation, your liver, when you use it too much, it heats up too much. And I think all of us in the West here have an overheated liver. We think too much, we do too much, we worry too much. We just overthink all the time. So our liver is working way more than it's actually able to process. And also all the coffee that we drink, the alcohol that people drink, the fatty food, all these things that are bad for our liver are also causing this liver to overheat, and it's seriously damaging our attention, which is pivotal in meditation. It's really important. So when you put your hand there and you express the desire for the Kundalini to clear out the liver, it's probably clearing out this heat, and that's why you feel this. And as I said in the beginning, you will feel a lot of stuff going on in your hand maybe, or some tingling or some heat, but this is all good because it means that it's clearing out. It's bringing it back to balance. So don't worry about it, that it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because it means your Kundalini is working.
Yes, and finally we have one more remark. So from Shruti, who asked about thoughtlessness and techniques. She said, I am practicing Sahaj, but my friends often ask about thought control and how to continue despite initially not feeling any vibrations or tingling. Suggestions? Well, like Neelam said before, it is a spontaneous thing, so it seems paradoxical that you have to really desire it from your heart to achieve this state, but at the same time you need to let it go for it to happen spontaneously. But it is possible, and so I feel that you have this desire to achieve this state of thoughtless, or to reach this state of thoughtless awareness. So it's just about not thinking in terms of, first of all, not thinking, and not just thinking in terms of controlling your thoughts, but more like letting go of your thoughts. And how to continue despite initially not feeling any vibrations or tingling. Same thing. The more you worry about having, I need to feel this, I need to feel that, the more you worry about that, the further you go away from the way that will bring you to actually feeling this.
And it's also completely fine if you don't feel these sensations and vibrations and tingling. It's everyone has a very different way how they experience it, and I think the most important thing is that you're able to feel calm and peace inside. So if that's what you feel, cling on to that, hold on to that, keep practicing, keep meditating, and then at some point it will come. For some, they feel so much in the beginning, but then they find it very difficult to feel peaceful. Others feel peaceful from the beginning, but only after a few months they start to feel these sensations in their hands or on top of their head. The most important thing is to just keep practicing, keep the desire strong, and that's all I can say. And do, if you feel that it's difficult to meditate by yourself, please follow along with these sessions as well as the guided meditations on the website.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
That seems to be it.
Okay, so thanks so much for your sharing of your experiences and your questions. We enjoy this interactive session with you a lot, and hope you have a really pleasant evening. And don't forget to meditate tomorrow morning. Yes. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.